Lippsett, and I'm a technical program manager for user success at Looker within Google Cloud. I'm colloquially known as the Pendo person at Looker.
My name is Brian LaFile. I've spent my whole career kind of in customer success and in the post-sales world. Just about 2.5 years ago, moved over into customer success programs, really focusing on some of the strategic kind of scaling initiatives of how we best support our customers through digital success. When done well, Looker can be a transformational tool that allows data access to everybody in the company. And it's been largely a very manual process to get users onboarded and trained, running classes and workshops and things like that. And so, we had to really ask ourselves, how do we guide users in the product that are hyper scalable, that we can, deploy very, very quickly and get users onboarded?
For a long time, we had a solution in place there, which was sales engineers, folks from Looker who would come in and lead people through setting up their instance, getting through the learning stages, which worked really, really well for those first-time admins. But sometimes folks would have users come in months, years later after their setup and not have that same sort of attention given to them, trying to reduce the amount of touch needed to get folks into the product. I kind of separated our users into two groups, which are those first-time users who come in and set up the application, and then those new users of an existing instance where they come in, they're brand new, everything's set up, but they don't really know how to use the product. First, just really thought about, hey, what are the reasons that some of these users might be giving up? We had to sort of cut down to what's one or two things that we could show them right at the beginning so that they get excited and want to learn more. And then trying to divide those tasks into steps so that we could put a guide on top of them, essentially.
Developing the guides that walk users through the product very naturally, like it looks as part of the Looker product, made it so that it was not very jarring. It felt very natural to the users.
We've had this guide up for just about a month now. And in that past month, we've had 25% of brand new users voluntarily go into our onboarding tour. That tour has either 2 or 4 steps, depending on your permissions. 75% of folks who go through that first guide go on to the second guide. It signifies to me that that first guide is helpful for them, which is great.
I feel like one of the things that made Pendo super useful throughout the process of kind of developing the guides and whatnot is just the analytics that are built in. So behind the scenes, we're also embedding Pendo into every one of our instances of Looker. And as a byproduct of that, we're also getting all of the insights that Pendo's generated. And so we're able to have access to all that information, and it's really valuable.
We actually set up those metrics on the Pendo features that we set up also, which is something we wouldn't have gotten from, the Looker application data. And so something I just saw the other day actually is that the button that we use to present these onboarding guides is our 3rd most clicked feature in Pendo. So internally, I've heard really amazing things about these guides. I have a quote that said, "This is dope, customers are stoked." It was always a need, and we didn't realize it needed to be filled until we did it. And now everyone's just like, wow, this should have always been part of our product.